Welcome back, everyone, to a very special episode of Getting Baked with Casey. Today we're taking it back to our roots, back to our childhood, back to having dinner with our grandparents. We're going to make fresh-baked chocolate chip cookies. We got all the fixins here. Sugar, brown sugar, chocolate, baking soda, vanilla, salt, cinnamon, maybe? Butter? Today's episode is also presented to us by Sierra Nevada Oktoberfest. We're getting into the season of the fall here, and it's best that we enjoy it together. Oktoberfest, baby! So the first step on our journey is getting all of our sugars and our vanilla into this big old glass bowl. We'll be using pure Domino cane sugar, as well as Domino dark brown sugar. The recipe, I think, maybe called for some light brown, but I wasn't quite sure when I was shopping. But the important thing is I pick up a bottle of Oktoberfest Sierra Nevada limited release. Be sure to drink yours today. So I decided to put my brown sugar in first, and I learned that it's kind of a moist substance. It kind of packs all together in there like sand. Something to be aware of. We're always learning here on Getting Baked with Casey, so I'm glad that we could experience this together. Love you. That is delicious Oktoberfest by Sierra Nevada. Next up, you've got your 3/4 cup of sugar. You're going to add that to your sugar. Lots of sugar. Yum. Good stuff. So the next ingredient we want to mix in is our vanilla extract. We just need a teaspoon. Luckily, one of our viewers back home sent me a collection of teaspoons and tablespoons. No longer will I have to just wing it and guess. We'll be using the teaspoon for the vanilla. Yum! So you've added your sugars, you've added your vanilla, now you've added an egg. Now the next step is to really mix this up for a while until it gets tough. Then we'll add the dough and whatnot. And while you're doing that, if you want to just drink a little bit, I might recommend Sierra Nevada Oktoberfest. It's 6% alcohol. It's not too intense for the young boys out there and the young girls. This is Unknown Mortal Orchestra, by the way. It's a pretty good song. Alright, bye. Alright, so we've mixed together our sugar and egg mixture. Before we mix in the other ingredients like our flours and our salts, we're going to preheat the oven to a steady 375. That will give it enough time to heat up before we're ready to put stuff in there. Alright, so sticking with tradition, we've added almond flour instead of just your typical boring flour. And we've also added our baking soda now. Next up is salt, and then we're going to add the chocolate chips. I think I might add some cinnamon in there too. You know, it's fall, I want to get in the spirit. Oktoberfest, you know how it goes. Alright, gang, we made it to the last step before we mix it all together and throw it in the oven. I threw some cinnamon in there. Let's get folly or whatever. Now we got our chocolate chips. Just going to dump those right in. We're going to mix the hell out of this. Then we're going to throw it in that box of fire and heat. Baby! Woo! Fire up chips. Drinking Oktoberfest. Alright, now that you've done all the mixing that your little hands could do, it's time to scoop out some balls, throw them on the thing, throw them in the oven. You just want to take a tablespoon, and get in there. Hearty, and just plop it right there. Looks good. Alrighty, so you got your chocolate chip cookies all laid out. I know they don't look great right now. If the dough's any indicator, they do taste good, or they should taste good. So we're gonna throw them in there for about, I don't know, however long the directions say. I can't remember what it said. I think it's like 10 minutes or something. And just like that, ladies and germs, you got your cookies that you spent the last hour on, and they're perfectly shaped, just the way you expected them to be. They're perfect. This is exactly what you want your cookies to look like. The people wanted to know. The perfectly shaped cookie. Delicious.